YouTube land. Welcome to Space Engineers. I am Pampered Duchess, and this is my little corner of the world. As you can see, I've got the Ebon Hawk landed on the planet, and the sun is just coming up. As you can see through my UI, all of my stuff is now ticking down. We're in survival mode. It's time to kick it into high gear. So let's go ahead and do what all good engineers do. Figure out the problem and fix it. Now, I did go through, while I was in creative mode, and add a few components, but not a whole lot, because, oh yeah, one thing I missed on the, yeah, that closes on it, that button closes that. I missed that on the spotlight, I'm sorry, but it's okay. So I did get some parts stored in the cargo hold, well, mostly in the assembler. Oh wow, that was weird. That is very odd. Anyway. So as you can see, I have a few components in the assembler. Okay, that's weird. I have some oxygen, hydrogen tanks. I have some uranium in the, goodness gracious, I'm doing bad stuff. I have some uranium in my refineries, not my refineries, in my reactors, just so that I have power. I was supposed to have some steel plates and stuff, but I guess I misjudged things. Well, that poses a problem. These shutters are weird. So what we have to do is we have to go through and find some iron, because we have to get working on some steel plates, at the very least. Pretty sure the sun is coming up, I think. Now there is one reason why I chose the particular location that I did. Yeah, it's coming up. As you'll notice, you can see all of the different planets from here, plus the moon. So, good view. But before we can even think about going there, we have to think about being ready for it, getting the ship ready, different things like that. And one of the things we need for that is definitely steel plates, because I'm not going to sit here and hand mine this stuff all the time. That is not okay. And besides, this thing's just generic anyway. So, I did attach an azimuth ore detector on the Ebon Hawk so that I can go through and find stuff. Now, I know that it's like I've been away for a while. You know, it's just one of those things, like, the holidays happened, and all the stuff that comes with that. This should be not moving. Am I not locked? nickel there. Yeah, there's actually a decent deposit over here, but what I'm looking for, there was a rock. Ah, there it is. That had iron in it. I need to land this ship again. Stop. Whoever did the mod for the landing gear. Did them weird. I don't know. They don't seem to lock to the surface very well. And that happens. They don't seem to want to do anything like that. Oh well. Not much I can do about that. So, bigger fish to fry. At least the ship's on the ground, and it's not going to go anywhere while it's on the ground. But yeah, I know I was away for a while, and thank everybody for the likes and the comments and the subscriptions and everything. It made me feel all bubbly and happy, so that was good. And oh my gosh, I had a moment. I got a shout out. One of the people that I watch on YouTube that I highly recommend people watch, definitely, was a guy I was watching because it was kind of neat to kind of live the game vicariously through him, because at the time, my video card was not very healthy at all. It was ATI, one of the last cards to actually be ATI. Is an ATI that's nickel. Dang it. I need iron. Well, maybe there'll be iron in there. Can I cross my fingers and knock on wood? No. Darn. Anyway, one of the people that I was living vicariously through, because my ATI Radeon HD 5970, you know, one of those 6-year-old video cards, died. It wasn't completely dead. I mean, I could run YouTube videos and very, very simple graphical expectations from the card, but running games like Space Engineers was not gonna happen. It was crashing. I was getting blue screen of stuff. It was not pretty. So I was living the game vicariously through YouTubers. And honestly, my favorite YouTuber of the bunch that I was watching at the time was Robin Shield. And he has a way of doing his videos that, for me, could be engaging because I could live vicariously through him. He's not like some of the other big budget YouTubers who go through and they have all of this time and they can go through and edit their videos and cut them down and cut out the boring parts and only play the good parts. And for somebody who's trying to live the game vicariously through other people, it just was not working. Because I was missing all the boring. I'm weird, I kind of like watching boring. Sue me. But with Robin Shields, it's, he would go through and he wouldn't cut the videos unless it was the end of the video, and he's like, well, it's time to end the video for today, and he cuts the video. But the whole time you're watching him in real time playing and doing his thing in Space Engineers, and that's kind of something I want to do on this channel. When I do, you know, a Let's Play, especially with Space Engineers, I want to go through and, yeah, this is the boring stuff. Me running around in the snow is the boring stuff. But the fun stuff will be worth waiting for, because I'm waiting for it, and I'm sure you are too. So it's kind of an adventure we take together, and that's cool. I gotta get out my drill. Yes! I found iron! I never thought I would have one of those moments where I was like, oh my god, iron. I don't need. Okay, why are you not impacting? Come on, rock. Yay, iron. So yeah, this is all the boring stuff. I mean, in later iterations, you know, once I get a mining ship built or something along those lines, I'll probably cut out all the mining, because this is the most tedious part of Space Engineers. Definitely. Is sitting here and just, oh, it's Mining Simulator 101. Mining Simulator 2015. Welcome, everybody. No, I'm not gonna, because there's a difference between, oh, there's sort of boring parts, and then there's like, good lord, will you shut up and do something interesting? Come on, pick it up. Rawr. It was actually funny the first couple of times that well, no, not the first couple of times. Just the first time I went through and did a playthrough on a planet once they released, because I was like all sorts of happy nerd girl squeeze and everything. But once I got down and dirty, it was before the patch where they put elements in the rocks that, opposed to doing things on the asteroids and whatnot, finding iron on a planet was like gold. It was crazy. And the really messed up part is I found gold before I found iron. I found cobalt before I found iron. It was really, really weird. And then they put these things in, and all of a sudden I find a rock with iron in it, and I just about wet myself. I was just so happy. It was really a really weird experience. So when you're going through and you're doing stuff on a planet, be aware that you may not find a whole lot of iron. And it's weird that iron is a precious commodity, because scientifically speaking, that shouldn't happen. Because iron is really, really plentiful on rocky planets such as this, that probably formed by volcanic action and different things like that. It's a heavy metal.
Inventory full.
Oh, there we go. I may have to move the ship over here, because this is going to get long and tedious. And a whole lot of running around. Yay, the boring parts. But yeah, it was really weird to get on planets the first time and see that iron was scarce. That was very, very weird. And then to run into a bunch in a rock and be all happy about it, that was a very, very new experience. I I do love looking at this ship. Oh my gosh. It is so freaking awesome. Still have to jump here. Okie dokie, don't fall in. So, transferring, got a bunch of iron, some stones, ice even. Nice. So we're gonna go through and refinery, get the iron plugged in there. Is my refinery on? Let's check that. No, it is not. There we go. Yay. That's going. That's gonna end quickly. Yeah, I did put 20k worth of... I should do some gravel. I did put 20k worth of ice in. Oh, I still have caps lock on from when I was playing Fallout. Wait, what? But... What the... That is weird. Should I open the shutters? And let air get in there? That's very, very strange. That's really weird. Anyway. What am I doing? Yeah, we're gonna have to refine a bunch of this iron. Should have marked it on my GPS. That was a noob move. Yeah, and when I was coming in for a landing, it was pretty interesting that the only place I could get actually in the sun was up here in the northern stretches. And if you've watched any of the guide videos, the ones that I was watching just out of curiosity turned out to be wasted space. And his recommendation was to go for the icy regions, the polar regions, things like that. I forget his rationale behind it, but it seemed rational. It seemed like not a bad idea, so I wasn't totally miffed when I ended up that the only place that had sunlight at the time was the polar regions. Maybe we can get enough materials and things together to migrate to warmer climates. Who knows? We'll see. Right now, all I know is I need iron like crazy. And this feels like one of... Hey, welcome to Space Engineers! Let's do mining 101. All of this. I hope this isn't off-putting for you guys. And hey, I mean, you know, nothing else, you can let me know in the comments. If it's like, oh, we don't want to sit here and watch all you mining. That's boring. Okay, I can change it. I mean, yeah, this is for me because I enjoy the game and I want to share it with people, and gosh, I don't think I've seen a single girl doing Space Engineers videos. See a lot of Sims and a lot of haha laughing at some of the romance simulators from Japan. Those are weird. But Space Engineers, not a lot. It's just not a thing. And I don't know why.
Inventory full.
Oh, crappy. because Keen put together a pretty darn good game here. They really did. I mean, look at this. The moon has a blue hue, as if you are looking at it through an atmosphere. I'm glad they waited as long as they did to do planets, because they did them so well. It's just amazing to me, the job that they did. Really, I mean, and are you listening? I actually sound like I'm walking on snow. That's like the coolest part. One of the coolest parts. There's nickel there, yeah, I know. I've got motors and stuff at the moment, I'm good. I do have oxygen tanks. Oxygen farms on the sides of my ship, but they're not really in good positions and they're not exactly survival friendly. Go into the refinery and just go ahead and get this stuff plugged in. Oxygen generator. Why is it not? Wow, okay. Anyway, I'm really pretty sure I'm going to be finding a lot of ice around here, so I'm not really all that upset about it. One of the settings I did do to this world is that I set the sun rotation to about 4 hours. So I'm pretty sure that the sun will be up, because all the planning that I'm doing in my head and everything, the sun will be up for like the next 10 episodes, which is cool, I guess. I prefer there to be sun because it's really, really dark when the sun goes down. If the sun does go down in the videos, I'm probably going to do that in a time-lapse, because I've done survival and in a world where the sun rotates and everything, and it's really, really dark at night. About the only hope you have is to have a base and lights running all the time. And like really, really good lighting radiuses, because you can't see a thing. Grr. I mean, it's kind of a double-edged sword. It's good because, hey, it's night. It's actually dark outside. And then, wow, it's really dark outside. Kind of one of those moments where, you know, careful what you wish for. But it's good. The DirectX 11 adaptations for this game were really, really well done. I mean, you actually have to have mods in Fallout 4 to get nighttime as dark as it is in this game. It's kind of a little bit crazy. But a good kind of crazy, you know? The kind of crazy you bring home to mom. Wow, that was a lot of screaming. Yeah, the good kind of crazy. The kind of crazy you'll bring home to mom because, you know, they keep you entertained. I guess. Do I know what I'm talking about? Not really. It's okay. Yep, we're gonna need to build a rover. I'm thinking that's probably going to be the next episode, because I think I do have... And that's my alarm. That's telling me, yeah, that's the time you set to actually end this. But I think I do have the supplies as we speak to go ahead and do a rover of some kind. No, we don't. Because one of the things that wheels need is large steel tubes. And I planned for those, but put them in the wrong place. I didn't put them in a cargo container, so a lot of the preparation that I made ahead of time is gone. So it's whatever. So we'll just go ahead and queue up a bunch of those. Come on, come on. Yeah, a lot of these are the weapon mods and things that came as part of the ship. And I'm looking for... Oh, there we go. Is the assembler not on? Wake up, assembler. Thank you. And there we go. And other stuff went into cargo containers. Yeah. There's a lot of cargo containers on this ship. Way to go, Kingdom Brag. Anyway. So, yeah, that's it. That's the first episode. If it's enjoyable, if I didn't bore you to tears, leave a like. Bring your friends. I will try to do better. Be easy on me, I'm still new. I have a little bit to learn, but that's okay. Hopefully next time it won't be so much mining simulator. It will actually be doing stuff, which I'm cool with. Alright guys, take it easy. We'll see you next time.